Hello, this is Chubs, and welcome to a video that I probably won't have done before. I'm going to be telling a little story of a person that I know. I'm not going to say his actual name, I'm just going to call him Potato Boy. That will become much more apparent later on as I change my controller batteries. Give me a second. So the reason I call him Potato Boy is a little known story of when I first met the kid. So, I'm not going to say his actual name, that's a bit mean. So first time I met him was in triple science. Not to brag, I'm pretty intelligent. I'm in the top of science class. And so I thought, okay, this kid must be pretty smart. Although I'd heard rumours otherwise. So, I'm sat there talking to him. I don't think I was talking to him. I think he just kept staring at me across the room. I was wondering, okay, that's a bit weird. So we continued with the lesson. And that lesson we were doing a practical in which you had to core a potato. In case you don't want to know what that means, it's basically where you take a chunk of potato, you put a bit of salt on it to see how it affects it, and that was basically the whole thing that we were doing. So I'm put into a group. I've got me, another really smart kid, and a slightly dumb girl. She isn't really dumb, she's actually one of my friends, so if you ever see this, I'm sorry for what I said, you're not dumb. I just want to clarify. So there was a couple of people in the higher up. I could already hear Chief laughing, because as I record this, I've got two people on the mic. You won't be able to hear them, so that they can't interrupt the story. But so I was talking to my friend, and we were sort of just sat in a group, not really doing much. And so we were doing that. We ended up going in a group to do this practical with one of the other kids. And the teacher walks over. Mind you, this is not a very much liked teacher. She left the school, a lot of people just didn't like her in general. She acted like she was always right. A bit like this kid. So we did the practical. She came over and asked if the new kid, Potato Boy, could join in. So yeah, we said yeah. We didn't want to start an argument in the middle of class with a bossy teacher. So yeah, we sort of just let him join. And he knew what the practical was because we all had to write like a page on it. It was ridiculous. So we sat there doing it, and this kid's not doing it, you know, doing the practical. That sounded really wrong. I could already hear Chief laughing. So we sat there doing the practical, and so we just called the potatoes. We didn't need any more because we did like 4 with each different varying levels of salt to see what it did. It was like salty water. It was a weird practical, but it's supposed to show something. So we sat there doing it, the practical. Yeah, I'm just repeating myself. So we're doing it, we did the cause, and I think Potato Boy started to get bored, because he picked up the glass rod and started fiddling with it, you know, tapping against the table, and all that. Later on, he thought it was a good idea to grab the potato, and he started stabbing the potato with the glass rod. Mind you, this is fine, the potato wasn't that strong. Yeah, he just stabbed it a couple of times. I thought, okay, he's just bored, we're nearly done, he can't really do much to ruin the practical. And this kid just kept stabbing it. Eventually, he apparently thought it was a good idea to keep on stabbing it, just over and over again. It looked really bad, like Swiss cheese almost. But so he sat there stabbing it, and one time he just stabbed. And I thought, okay, he stabbed as far as it's going to go. The potato is really, really thick on the inside. You will not be able to stab through that. And this kid just kept pushing. Yeah, he just kept pushing. And so I watched it go through, and I'm, oh my god, something's going to happen, I want to watch this. And so I locked my eyes on him, sort of just tapped my friend on the shoulder, we all looked over, he sat there stabbing it, and he looked like he was genuinely trying. He was sort of, you know that face when you try to push something that just won't push? And he was doing that. He kept trying, and I thought, okay, he's going to stop soon. He did not stop, he kept on pushing. Until eventually, I watched this glass rod bend slightly, and I thought, something is about to happen. Glass should not bend. Sure enough, 2 seconds later, that glass rod snapped. One of the shards cutting all the way down his thumb. There was blood everywhere. So, he had basically just gutted his thumb, trying to play with a potato. And then, he was very quickly rushed over to the sink by the teacher, and they tried to stop the bleeding. both me and the other smart kid are sat there looking at each other like, what the hell just happened? I don't think this is reality. We ended up being asked about the situation because what he told the teacher was that he tried to remove a core of potato that got jammed, and because the core was metal, jammed against the thing, it just sort of didn't budge and then snapped the glass rod. However, we quickly disproved that, mainly because at this point, the other smart kid had walked over to the bench, picked up the potato and slammed it down in front of the potato boy, revealing that there was a glass rod sticking out of it. So that was a fun lesson. Mind you, Potato Boy has not come down since then. He is still a menace to society, as to put it. So, yeah, you guys just see me run around in Elder Scrolls Online. I don't even know what I'm doing. I was supposed to be doing a dungeon. Chief is currently sitting at my party. You can see him in the top right. He can't say hi. I don't even think he's nearby. Okay. Oh, Golden Retriever. Look at that dog. I'm just stalling for time here. So yeah, I have more stories of Potato Boy. He really has not calmed down. The last funny thing I remember him doing is asking a teacher what level of blackface is acceptable. You can see how that was interpreted. So yeah, yeah, if you guys want to see more stories, like and subscribe. Yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one. Chubs out. Bye.